Hi guys, this is Scribbly again with another pen review, and today we are going to talk about a Pelikan pen. Now, faithful watchers of my YouTube channel or readers of my blog might want to say, hey, that guy has already reviewed a M200 Classic Black. Yes, that is true, but if you watch closely, you will find that here is actually not an M200 because it lacks a golden ring here. It's a P200. It's a cartridge filling pen. It's the cartridge filling version of the M200, otherwise exactly the same pen. So yes, I've already reviewed the M200, but I wanted to have a look at the P200 as well. That here is not my pen, that is a loaner. It's gonna go back after the review. It just comes in this simple little silver Pelikan box here. That's at least how I got it. And says P200, P is German for Patrone, which means cartridge, P200 black, and that one here has a broad nib. Well, the pen itself, if you have watched my review of the M200 Classic Black that is on my blog and on my YouTube channel, you will probably not hear so many new things as to the overall design of the pen, because of course it looks like the M200, as said, just without that golden ring here around that then separates the piston turning knob from the barrel with the M200. Otherwise, it's pretty much exactly the same design as the M200, comes with gold-plated trims and clip or silver. That here is the 24 karat gold-plated version. Barrel design, cap design, exactly the same, like a M200, the Pelikan logo with one chick up here, then this typical Pelikan clip which flares out down here and is super usable to slide into your shirt pocket. Those pens are in the meantime my favorite shirt pocket pens. M200, M400, M405, M205. I really like them because they have the perfect size for a shirt pocket. They are not too long. Those pens are not too long so that they will go too deep into your shirt pocket and maybe stick out like that here or something like that. So that is a perfect shirt pocket size for me. And then around the cap, it has this golden center band here saying Pelikan Germany. As said, exactly the same design like the M200. A feature that I really like about the M200, M400 and so on is that the pen opens with about 3/4 of a turn of the cap, which makes it a super fast, convenient note taker, right? If you sit in a meeting, it's very easy to cap and uncap that pen pretty quickly. I've pointed it out in several reviews. I really hate it when I have to like twist and turn the pen 2 or 3 times until I finally get that cap off. So that is something really convenient. As I've also pointed out in reviews before about that pen size, is a fairly short pen or a shorter pen, but no problem to write for me unposted. Posts very easy, very securely, and then you have a perfectly sized pen, at least for my hands, and I do have slightly larger hands. Then when it comes to the nib, we have the same nib, of course, as well as on the M200. That is also a gold-plated steel nib. Says Pelikan, has the Pelikan logo on here, and then B for broad, the feet down here. I really enjoy the nib design of Pelikan. Find that is a really, really beautiful nib. And it's also very nice writing nibs most of the time. That one here had a slight misalignment of the tine that I had to fix. Was no problem for me to fix myself. If you bought it from a dealer or from Pelikan, you could get the nib exchanged, but it was not so misaligned that it wouldn't have written out of the box. But well, under a loop, I saw a slight misalignment. But anyway, it writes. Then you have a small gold band here, threads here. Not very sharp, fairly short section that flares out a little bit to prevent your fingers from slipping onto the nib. Comfortable for me to hold. You can find your grip a little bit. I've also pointed that out in other reviews before. It's a little bit on the slimmer side, so if you prefer really beefy, chunky pens such as a Montblanc 149 or something like that, then that here is not your pen. Then that pen is going to be too slim for you. But I find it It's on the slim side, but it's comfortable for me to use. I got used to that pen size, and the M400 for me personally, in the meantime, is among my favorite pens. Yes, and then as said, this is the P200. It is a cartridge converter filling pen. Now I've filled that here with those long Pelikan Edelstein standard international long cartridges. Oops, pen is rolling away. Which is, well, it's pretty convenient. Normally Pelikans are piston filling pens, and Pelikan certainly is a pioneer in the piston filling fountain pen world, no doubt about that. But not everyone wants the hustle of a piston filler, you know, cleaning wise. Maybe if there's something wrong with the piston, you gotta have a bottle of ink handy or something like that. It's very easy to just carry a couple of cartridges with you and then just jam that cartridge into the pen, close the pen, and you're good to go. That works very well, I have to say. That is the quality that one is used to from Pelikan. It's plastic in here. Works very, very, very well. No issues with that. The only thing that I don't really like or don't really understand is the pricing policy of that pen, because it costs exactly the same than the piston filler. And it doesn't have a piston mechanism. It's just a simple cartridge pen. So, I mean, Pelikan recommends to sell those pens for around €100. You also find them for around €70 on Amazon, which is always cheaper, or €80, €90 from your favorite pen dealer, or €100, something like that. But as said, the cartridge filling pen and the piston filling pen cost exactly the same money, which I find a little bit of, yeah, it's probably not exactly a perfect pricing policy. I would have placed the cartridge pen maybe €20 or €25 under the piston filling pen to somehow distinguish these two. But that's the only point that I would criticize. I find the pen slightly expensive for what it is. Otherwise, writing does write nice. Sorry, the camera shifts a little bit. Nice broad nib, juicy broad nib, Pelikan. Now this is the P200, and of course pen can be posted. Then a very comfortable size, as said, with a broad nib. Really lovely pen, as mostly with Pelikan nibs. On the slightly wetter side, which some people like. I don't mind it. Some people don't like it. That's just how the pen writes. It is a lovely pen. It is a lovely writer. Solid build quality. The quality that we're used to from Pelikan. Very convenient to refill just with a cartridge. The only thing that I find slightly weird is the pricing. Same price as the piston filling fountain pen as said. Otherwise, a nice pen. I hope that review was useful to you guys, and I'll see you at the next review. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.